I managed to secure an investment banking internship on the trading floor of a major investment bank in London at HSBC. From this internship, I secured a job offer, which led to a decade working in investment banking on the trading floor of major investment banks. If you want to learn exactly the strategy I used to secure this internship, to climb the corporate ladder, stay tuned. In this video, I'll be explaining it all. Now, there are three key points when it comes to getting your first internship, your first summer internship. You need to attend all the recruitment events at university. And I know sometimes that might seem a bit boring or a bit intimidating, or if you're not particularly social, you might not want to put yourself out there, but it is quite important for your career, for your future life, right? So if you're at university, even if you're maybe older than that and you're not at university, attend any recruitment events for your industry. In this case, it'd be the finance industry. And typically these occur throughout the year. So don't wait until the last minute when you are looking for an internship, when you are looking for a job, maybe in your third year of university or even later, to attend recruitment events. You should attend as early as possible to get as much experience as possible of dealing with those professional type of environments and putting yourself out there. What I'd recommend there is that you go to the recruitment events, speak to everyone, ask lots of questions, and make sure that it's clear that you're enthusiastic about the company. You're very intrigued to learn about how the company operates. You're not simply looking for one particular opportunity or to kind of manipulate them into giving you a job interview or something like that. Just be friendly and be interested in what they're discussing with you. Now, also, I would recommend you get some contacts through those recruitment events. Try to get a few business cards. Tell them, oh, we can catch up over a coffee. Maybe you have something in common, discussing the finance industry, maybe new innovation like crypto. Just try to be friendly and get a few contacts that you can reach out to at a later day. Drop them an email, let them know your skills, maybe forward them your CV, and tell them you'll be interested in working for their company if there are any opportunities. That's a good approach to take. Now, also at university, there are many societies that will cater to your particular career preference and to your demographic. So you could have an economic society, you could have an African and Caribbean society that you could attend if you're from that demographic, an Asian society. If you're a woman, you have women's networking for a women's society around careers. Like I say, in terms of the industry, you'll have economic society, finance society, economic research society. You'll have tons of different societies linked in terms of those kind of career opportunities and those recruitment events. So if you attend those will be great, and they will have a plethora of contacts linked to that society that will give you recruitment opportunities, hiring opportunities. So just bear that in mind. So that's point number one, which is essentially attending recruitment events and networking around university to find out what internships are available. Now, the second point is making sure you apply for every internship that is available, right? Not just simply the ones you want, like only applying for the top American investment banks, which are hyper competitive, and it might be difficult to get an opportunity there, even if you apply for a few different roles or a few different internships at those banks. So I would recommend you apply for everything. And I'll give an explanation of how that worked well for me. My first internship that I got, my first summer internship, it wasn't at an investment bank. It was working for a smaller financial analytics firm called Market. They're a bit like Bloomberg, that produces, lots of the data you see with the Bloomberg terminals and things like that. So they were the closest competitor. So that might not have been the ideal job, but that experience, that one summer at Market for 10 weeks, allowed me to demonstrate my skills and apply for my next internship, which was in investment banking at HSBC. And that experience I had, which was relevant to equities, equity dividends, things like that, doing some analysis around annual reports and so on, that was very important and relevant when it came to applying for my HSBC summer internship. So never look down on certain opportunities like it's beneath you. You don't want to do that, because one level of experience will lead to another opportunity, and that's how you should approach these things. Now, the other opportunities that I spoke about at the recruitment events, or that I spoke to different contacts at different companies that were completely outside the finance industry, because I knew at the early stage of my career, I had to be able to demonstrate basic professionalism, basic skills to be able to work in an office. So whether that internship was at Procter & Gamble and working in their marketing department, or working at L'Oreal in their kind of finance department, any type of experience would have helped. So if you're early on in your career, like I say, apply for all the internships, not just the finance ones. Anything you get will be better than no experience and spending your summer not doing much productive activity. Now, point number 3 is that you should practice your interview skills. Now, there are many standard questions you could expect to be asked in an interview, which you can easily prepare for by writing your CV, thinking about what they might bring up on your CV, your experience, your volunteer work, your certain education and modules you might have covered that are relevant to the job you're applying for, certain general questions about the finance industry, the current finance news. These are easy things to be aware of and be prepared for in the interviews, predictable interview questions. Other things to prepare for, which can be a bit more challenging and do require a bit more preparation work, would be case studies and psychometric tests. So case studies is when, of course, you have a draft report which gives you a scenario and you get 40 minutes to an hour to answer some questions about that particular report. You know, for example, when I did a case study at Barclays during an interview process, it was a case study around Macau and the gambling district there and financial money laundering, financial risks when it comes to investments. And we had to write reports within, say, 40 minutes to an hour, explaining what the potential risks of an investment in the area could be. Now, in terms of psychometric tests, these are when you have to do like a bit like verbal reasoning, non-verbal reasoning, noticing patterns, maybe doing some basic maths or comprehension on a very tight time frames. Some of these are quite easy, some of them are quite difficult, so look that up or discuss with me. You can reach out to me. My contact details are in the description below, and I can help talk you through that so you're prepared for those type of interviews and those type of tests that may come up in the early stages of those interviews. So there we have it. There are 3 key points to help you get an internship, as I did at HSBC in investment banking. Attend all the recruitment events at your university. Apply for every internship that you see available, and also make sure you practice your interview skills so you're fully prepared when those interviews do come up for you. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.